Damir, can you walk us through your goal?
Yeah, I mean, it was great cross from Brooks, and then I just attacked the ball, and luckily, I mean, the ball was in, and yeah, it was frustrated because I missed a couple of chances before those chances, and yeah, luckily it was in.
Apparently, during the broadcast, Brian Dumpset said that you rose up like a salmon to get that header. When you're jumping up, like, are you thinking of like jump high? What's going through your mind when you're trying to get a header in the goal?
Can I answer this one for him, please? So Damir, he's good in the air, but he can't jump very high. Let's just say because he's so tall and he has the desire, it looks like he's leaping like a salmon. But really, no, not quite.
Nedum told that.
Yeah, that's it.
Damir, in that split second, are you thinking at all about the previous header that you put right at the goalie? Because that one you obviously placed a lot better. Do you have time to think about the placement in those situations?
No, to be honest, I didn't think so much about my first chance in the first half, and I just, as I said, attacked the ball, and yes, I said it was frustrating because I missed before this chance. I mean, 3 or 4 good chances, and yeah, at the end, it was winner goal. But I mean, we as a team, we did today very well, and we deserve to take 3 points.
I think, for looking at it from Damir's side, real good attackers and people that have a true desire to score goals, it doesn't matter which ones they miss because they always come back and have another chance. And it's another example today that he's one of those top strikers in this league.
Nedum, defensively, you guys seem to be quite impressive.
See that
that's all right. That's all right. I'm looking at you. Defensively, you guys seem to be quite impressive tonight. San Jose were unable to create many chances. Just curious how much help the centre midfielders played a role in that. Felt like they were closing space quite nicely.
Yeah, the central midfielders did well, and they always do well. When you've got those two in there, it's going to be like a tough game for the opposition. But overall, it's you can have people that play well in certain positions, but the team has to do it all together. I think that's how we've managed to keep so many clean sheets this year, and then not concede so many goals in other games as well. Like, as I say, credit goes to the midfield because they are the engine. But I always believe that we're as good as our attack, and if our attack are working hard, it makes it easier for our midfield, which makes it easier for people at the back. So I'd say it's a collective effort.
The first half looked kind of sluggish for both teams. Did it feel like that to you guys too?
I don't think we weren't great. I think they brought a system which is hard to play against because they were going man for man all around the field. So you have to kind of do things a bit differently to try and find space and so on. Like, they wouldn't. It's not as if they would go man for man and then drop off and allow you to turn. They would literally follow you wherever you went. So, we competed for as much as we could in the first half, and then came in at halftime. Freddie spoke to us. We spoke amongst ourselves and tweaked it. And then in the second half, it felt a lot better because they were doing the same things. But now we found a way to overcome that. And I think, as I say, the performance was a lot better.
Did either of you have words with Douglas Martinez prior to the match? Some words of confidence, and I guess how did you see him play throughout the 60-odd minutes he got tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he had a good game. It was not so easy, I mean, to jump in and to play tonight because we knew before the game that San Jose, they play another start than anyone in the league. And, I mean, he did well. And, I mean, he just showed what he did in Mona's games.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you've seen him play in the Mona's games, you know the type of things that he can do. And we see him throughout the week, and he's been very, very impressive in training this week. So for as well as he did today, I think he's going to be a real asset for us going in towards the end of the season because there's a lot more in the tank. I think when people see that, they'll be really impressed.
It seemed like also in the first half and a little bit starting the second, the ball kind of got played back to Nick a lot, and you guys kind of reset after that. Was that kind of because of the man-to-man coverage, or was it something else where you guys were doing that?
I suppose it was because of the coverage, but then also because, to be honest, it is because of the man coverage. And when you give it back to the goalkeeper, if one of the team wants to come and press us, then it creates space for somebody else. And if they don't do, and we get our spacing right, then we can create isolations in key areas. So for as much as it seemed like the ball was at his feet and it was negative, it was actually quite positive, because that was sometimes the best and quickest way to get the ball to our attackers in dangerous positions. Because if we, say, had it at the back and we were passing it side to side, we're constantly being pressed, and it's a lot harder to find the right pass. Whereas with a goalkeeper like Nicky, who's good with his feet and wants to find people further up the field, you spread the field, and then lo and behold, you can play some nice balls into the 9, into the 10, and out to the wingers as well.
Was this a game that you kind of felt you were going to need to be patient with, considering the attacking players that you didn't have available tonight? Did you feel like you needed to play a patient game to ultimately try and pull out a win, maybe in the same way San Jose did when they were at home?
Yeah, I mean, we know before the game that 6-point game, and then I mean, of course, we missed a couple of our important guys in this game, but we have depth in the squad, and anyone can replace anyone. And of course, we wanted to be patient, and exactly we did it.
Yeah, I think you will always miss those players, because these, people like Albert, they're the main players in this team. But the fact is, we've had a week to get ready for this fixture, so the people that were going to be playing knew they were going to be playing from the start of the week. So everything was built towards this game. So for as much as I say, we're missing our star man, we had someone that would come in who knew exactly what was required for this game. So as a consequence, I wasn't really too worried going into the game, because the quality was there and the understanding was there. And when you go into a game like that, you have every confidence that you can get a result.
A few results went your way tonight. You guys now sit in second place in the Western Conference, 4 points clear of the Galaxy, who are on the outside looking in. Moving forward with the handful of games that are left, I mean, what's the mentality of the group? Are you guys quite aware of where you stand in the table, or just go into every game hoping for 3 points and that's it?
Yeah, I mean, of course, we want to defending our second place to the end of the season, but every game for us is a new challenge, and we have to keep going to concert us for next game against Minnesota, because it will be as well a tough game. I think Minnesota lost just one game this year at home, and it shows that they're a good team. But we have to concentrate on ourselves, and I mean, every game we want to take 3 points, and we will go to Minnesota to take 3 points too.